MEPS. 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 I got to take a nap at MEPS. Like that. This is my girlfriend. She's smoking hot. In today's video, we're going to be talking about MEPS 2020, September, during COVID, and my experience. And my assistant will be asking me questions. I'm in the process of joining the Air Force, and MEPS is the doors to your successful military career. Not really.
And he had me come up with some questions to ask because I know nothing about this stuff. So, alright. First question, what is MEPS?
Military Entrance Processing Station? I don't know. Let me look it up.
Oh, God.
MEPS is the Military Entrance Processing Station, where you get your physical, you take your asvab, you sit around all day, and you wait, and then you hurry up, and then you wait some more.
Is that really how it goes?
Yep.
Okay.
MEPS is the definition of hurry up and wait. Let me tend to this fire. First question.
That was the first question.
Okay.
How far in advance did you know that you were going?
I'd say roughly a month. We had planned it for 1 week, but then I had to get a financial waiver, so I couldn't go to MEPS, but then I went the following week. So I'd say a total of a month.
Did you have to do anything to prepare?
I mean, obviously if you're taking your asvab there, you should study for your asvab. That's probably pretty important. I took the PICAT at home, so it's basically the asvab, and then I had to take a verification test.
Where was MEPS and how did you get there?
MEPS is sort of everywhere, but mine was in Portland, Maine, which is roughly 2.5 hours from me. So I had the option to either drive there or take a shuttle, and I took a shuttle. It was just an elderly lady in a car. She was very nice, and that's how I got to MEPS.
How long was MEPS?
The actual MEPS was roughly from 4:30 to 2:30. So I called in sick to work on Monday, and it was a Sunday-Monday deal, so it's a 2-day deal. Your first day is getting to MEPS, or getting to the hotel they're staying at, and then you stay the night at the hotel, and then you wake up and you go to MEPS. And then after MEPS, you get shuttled back home.
Did you have to do like anything, like any precautionary things for COVID?
They took my temperature multiple times, once when I got to the hospital and then when we got to the MEPS station.
So you said you stayed at a hotel. What was the hotel like? And like, talk about like when you got there.
So my hotel experience, the hotel that they put you in is a pretty nice hotel, and it's nice. Nice hotel. I don't know, I've heard stories of when people go to MEPS and they stay at the hotel, they have roommates. Like you're in a room with 2 beds, but with COVID and stuff going on, I was in a room with just 1 bed by myself. So I watched Back to the Future, and I relaxed. With COVID, I wasn't allowed to go to like the common area and watch TV and hang out with other people. I wasn't able to go to the gym or use the pool or anything like that because COVID. I think normally people will go and hang out in the common area or go work out or go to the pool.
How was the food?
So when I first got to the hotel that night, they had dinner and everything was boxed lunch, like dinners. And there was either beef lasagna, Alfredo. Yeah, I think those are the 2 options. I had the Alfredo, and then like an apple, and then like juice and water. And yep, that's basically what your dinner looks like for that night. And you wake up, and in the morning, it was just some little tiny breakfast sandwich, and an apple, and like some orange juice. So that's like half the size of a breakfast that I normally eat, so I was starving for the whole day. So if you can, bring snacks and stuff. And then basically your lunch while you're at MEPS, you'll get what they call a bag nasty or a box nasty, and it's basically just food like a sandwich, a cookie, and some other stuff that has been frozen for 127 years. I think it was frozen, I looked at the date, it was like 112 BC. And so it was nasty. It was pretty nasty. The cookie was good. and the water was good. Okay.
So tell me like a summary about your day at MEPS. Like what was it like?
Basically, your day as far as MEPS starts at 4 in the morning when they have the alarm go off in everybody's room, and breakfast is served and ready to go at 4:30, and then you have to be in line ready to go out the door at 5. And then our MEPS station was about 10 minutes from the hotel, so we all got in a bus and went there. Once we got there, they split us up into people that were shipping and then people that were first timers going to get their physical and everything. And the shippers go and I don't know, they go do their own thing, and then you go, you stand in line, and the guy hands you your paperwork and says, okay, go to this room for your physical tests and all that stuff, and you go there. And you have your eye exam and your hearing exam. You go and we had a briefing, and then after the briefing I went and took my asvab, and then I did my actual physical test where you do your duck walk, the doctor looks at you, and yeah, and then you go talk to your liaison, and that's pretty much it.
So what do you, like for the tests, you said that you did some of the tests, what are they?
So as far as like your academic tests, you have your asvab, or if you take the PICAT, you should just have your verification test, and then you take a personality test and like a technology computer knowledge test, and that's it as far as academic stuff goes.
Sorry, you're gonna get burned alive. Sit down.
That's the academic stuff, and then you have your hearing, your eye test, your physical movement test. You do all kinds of stuff, walking, duck walk, all that, and then your doctor test where he kind of sits down, asks you a few questions. Don't drink before MEPS. Basically, first thing when you get there is a breathalyzer test. You have to take a pee test too. If you're a guy and you've never peed in front of 15 other guys, it's kind of weird, but it's something you're also gonna have to get used to. You get your blood taken. I did run into an altercation at the end, my very last physical deal. They were trying to take my blood pressure. Their machine kept messing up, saying my blood pressure was high. I got to take a nap at MEPS. You're pumped up, scared. You're about to pee your pants.
So your blood pressure's high.
Blood pressure's high, they say, okay, we'll take it later. All right, man, go take a nap in this room. So I took a nap in the room. So the doctor lady took my blood pressure because their machine was messing up. She told me, straighten your legs, close your eyes, relax, and pretend you're in Hawaii laying on a beach. So I did that. Blood pressure was perfect. She said, it's great. It's the best I've ever seen. And I continued, went to my liaison, talked about jobs, and then they're gonna say, okay, here's your ASVAB scores, here's your job list. Your recruiter should have already given you a job list if you took the PICAT and said, this is what you qualify for. So he handed me the job list, said, okay, go in the room, go through the job list, look up what you need to look up, fill out your top 10 jobs. Filled out my top 10 jobs, first being 5th gen aircraft maintenance, because I want to work on airplanes because I'm a mechanic. Second pick is tactical aircraft maintenance, F-15s, F-16s, stuff like that, and then cargo planes and aircraft structural maintenance. And after that, you take your list back to your liaison. All right, he's in phase 2. Also, while you're there, you swear in. I'm gonna swear in twice, once while you're there, the first time, and the second time before you ship out. During normal MEPS, you're allowed to have, I believe, 4 people there while you swear in to watch you and videotape and stuff, but during COVID, they're not letting anybody in, so they record it and put it on Facebook. We'll enter mine in now. That's what your swear-in will look like. Pretty much raise your right hand and repeat after me. Pretty much your last steps for the whole deal is you swear in, and you go up and you sign your official contract. You sign everything with fingerprints at MEPS. And you sign your official contract. Make sure you read it carefully because that's saying I'm joining as an E3, E12, E90 for 4 years, 12 years, 76 years. Make sure you read it carefully and you sign. There's a lot of people that just sign it because they're there. It's been a long day. They want to get it over with. So they'll sign it and then leave out a basic saying, hey, I was supposed to be in E3, but they're just in E1. And yeah, there's nothing you can do at that point. So read everything before you sign it.
So now that you're like done with MEPS and everything, what's next?
So I'm in the delayed entry program, DEP, and that's just waiting for the recruiter to go through my job list and find available jobs and find out when I can ship out. So if anybody is scared about MEPS, there's really nothing to be scared about. It's just a really long day. Of course, unless you haven't studied for your asvab or anything like that, then yeah, you might.
Or if you've done drugs.
Yeah. They really try to pressure you into like saying like, oh, I've done drugs this one time. Whatever you say to your recruiter, that's what you say to the MEPS people. And you don't change it, because if you change it, then you're gonna have to get all kinds of waivers and stuff. And then that just extends your process, and it's just a pain in the butt. So whatever you say to your recruiter, that's what you say to them. They're gonna try to say, if you're lying, you're gonna go to jail, all this stuff. Just don't lie. MEPS was an interesting experience. It was a long day, but it's the start to your military career, and you should take it seriously. So if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and comment down below. Like this video. Let me know if you guys are going to MEPS, or if you guys are shipping out, or if you're going in the military, what branch, what your job is.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.